Brand new Killing Floor 3 gameplay is showing off at PAX East on Saturday, May 10th, featuring the updated version of Killing Floor 3 on the never-before-seen sewers map with developer commentary.
Please. Yep.
You got this, Jared.
One of the things I love about this map is we talked about play spaces, and knowing your play spaces is key. So one of the first things I like to do is make sure I have additional places to loop around, such as to this particular room, as I get rid of this door pass on my trail.
Gorefasts have kind of changed pretty dramatically, where almost think of them as like velociraptors, where they kind of hunt in packs, and if you stray away from the team, you all of a sudden be like, why are there like an excessive number of Gorefasts hunting me? They will basically look and hunt for the outlier. So when you're playing with your friends, definitely try to stick with each other. So this is something that's pretty new. Like if you guys saw the beta, we tried some stuff with Z time and it wasn't working, right? So we heard you guys' feedback and we're basically kind of returning, but then amplifying what are the things about Z time that we've always enjoyed. So those high frame rate weapon animations, really slowing the combat down and letting that gore stand forward. It's been really nice because we have a update to our meat system, massive evisceration and trauma. Meat 2.0, you can actually see heads like flower open. You can burn Zeds where you literally see them and their skin charring. You can punch holes in different parts of their body. So the kind of reimagining of Z time is really allowing that gore to stand out. There's also been a massive update. Jeremy, our lead technical artist, has really pushed Persistent Blood since the last time you guys have seen it. That poor guy has watched some rough videos. So a moment of silence for Jeremy.
All right, and keep it going.
You're gonna see Zeds soon.
Are you playing on hard or normal?
I should be on hard.
Okay, get ready. No pressure.
The only way to play.
Even in this hallway, you're going to notice like these red pipes. You can shoot those and they'll burn. So like they're positioned. If crawlers are on the ceiling, shoot those pipes. You'll burn things crawling at you.
Taking a dent. 25% eliminated.
Or just to use the butt of their gun to knock the few teeth they have down their throat.
Yeah.
The other thing that you'll notice in the world are there'll be like little red glowing elements. These are all Horzine destructible elements. So to kind of really like stick it to Horzine and kind of earn some crafting material for yourself, make sure and take the time and kind of hunt through the space to find those. Were you guys hiding those or were Misty hiding them?
It's a group effort.
Yeah, everyone's just slowly
Department's
hiding.
gonna have fun with it. Hide them from each other.
All right, hold on. Let's just for Chris. See if we can get some,
Thank you.
Zeds into this trap.
You killed them all.
Not all of them. Oh, now there's a
Oh,
siren.
the old siren flank. When it comes to Zeds, critical zones are a pretty big thing within Killing Floor 3. If you see something glowing on an enemy, that's our way as developers to communicate to you, like, shoot here. And these critical zones will actually even communicate different elements. Like, if a Flesh Pound is a little more yellow, he's a little bit more passive, still out to kill you, but when he turns red, he's enraged. I believe the Scrake has the ability to enrage other enemies around him and kind of, like, target and pick a character as well. The Bloat, who will literally like inflate this kind of like back sack. Yes, that's a word that I just used publicly. There'll be these glowing pustules on it that if you shoot those, it really helps take him down faster. So if you're low on ammo, you don't have a ton of resources, make sure to prioritize those critical zones to kind of like take Zeds down the fastest way possible.
That clock ruined my plan to combo that Scrake.
Dr. Hook.
Yep. There we go, there we go. Stumble, finally.
So one of the things about executions in Killing Floor 3, yeah, it's one thing to smash his face into his own chainsaw. Try to utilize that when other Zeds are around, because when you basically can execute the Flesh Pound and the Scrake, When you execute those big Zeds, you're basically sending their kind of like system inside of them into overdrive, and when they explode, they will kill other Zeds as well. I also believe you get a little extra dosh for execution.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So if you're short on cash and need to take out a horde, just start executing big Zeds. It's that whole risk versus reward plan that we have. Is that Doc Brown? I love how Doc Brown came from the future for killing floor 3. I love it.
Very noisy in here.
That's amazing.
I feel like there's a lesson here to learn.
All right, so one thing looking at the trader, looking at weapons going down the left, that is kind of the standard version of that weapon. And then to the right of them, those are pre-modded versions of those weapons. Mods are a massive part of killing floor 3. It's our way of having you have control on how you like to play with guns. Like, I ADS a lot. I'm a sharpshooter. I like to ADS. I don't want to put out a ton of heavy firepower. I want to do, I want to put out basically very large rounds downrange as far as possible to take out those larger Zeds. The cool thing about these mods are, once again, if you ADS a lot, we've got mods for that. If you like to shoot from the hip, like what's your style? What's your go-to?
Probably similar to yours.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
I will say, there is a bow and arrow, and there is a mod that has explosive tip. Yes, we watched Rambo 3 like multiple times and dissected that guy exploding from an explosive arrow. It is as awesome as you remember. We put explosive arrows in the game, and they are wildly fun to use. Hey, look.
There it is.
Here before.
So yeah, this is that area that Jared was talking about earlier, and I would definitely say like Corey and Chris and that team this is the most recent map. Like when I tell you guys, like, you're literally the first people to see this is incredibly hot off the presses, right? We wanted to come to PAX with something rad and cool to show you guys. And I think that, yeah, like you and Corey and the rest of your team and everyone at Tripwire, you can definitely tell the things that we learned on building those maps early on, what this map could look like. So it really makes me excited for the future of KF3.
Uh-oh.
That flesh pound is not oh, no!
Oh, no, I'm being executed. All with 9 left. All right, I'm sure you guys are going to critique me. So before you do, come join me at the Alienware booth